Welcome back, everyone, to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you all for being here today. I appreciate you all, and I'm showing up as much as I can for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this day. As we know, it's cold outside. Uh, the ice this morning didn't help as much, wasn't really good. But just be careful out there um, because when I went out, it's some slippery spots out there. So just watch where you're walking and also where you're driving. So I hope you guys are doing good. Happy hump day, happy Wednesday, whatever you guys want to say here. And thank you for being here. Also, guys, thank you for last night because I had went to the doctor and I was feeling a little out of it because there's things I need to do to change the way I eat and the way, things like that so that I don't accumulate any health issues. Because my doctor wants me to do things different, like my cholesterol, things that has to do with my sinuses and the test results and all of that. So I was feeling like overwhelmed with that because it's more work I have to do, but it's worth it because my health is involved and I have to do what I need to do. So the good news is it's not too late. So to start doing what I need to do. So I'm already on top of it, but I was feeling a little down about because I was thinking that I didn't need to do anything more. That's the way I'm going to say that. But in any event, I also wanted to let you guys know too that some people who are on this channel who are listening, oh, she has a perfect life. There's nothing perfect about my life, people, not at all. I had a very difficult life, and because of the healing and because I decide to stay on the path to heal, I deal with things differently. And life is not as difficult as it used to be. And one of the reasons for that is because I changed my perspective on how I do things. Not only changed it, but I do things differently to make my life easier. Nobody else is going to do it but you guys, taking the bull by the horns and doing what's necessary to make your life better. And that's not always easy. And so, I have my days too, like last night. So the best thing for me to do, like after I got off, the channel with you guys, I went ate something, rest a bit, had some time to just do nothing and then go to bed because it was a long day, with the snow yesterday, and the shoveling thing really kind of irritated me because I couldn't get back in until I shoveled, etc. So it's one of those kind of days on top of the, information with the doctor. So anyway, I have those days too. I deal with it differently. So what I want to talk about today is when you feel depressed. Because some people might be asking themselves, how do I get through it when I feel depressed or the grief or anxiety coming on due to a traumatic experience or due to the loss of a loved one or whatever kind of situation? Having a bad day and situations happening throughout the day can also create depression in us. So, one of the things that I do, because I'm going to talk from my viewpoint, what helps me effectively is to never lose hope. And one of the ways I do that is to keep busy, stay busy, and preoccupy my mind into something that's going to take my mind off the situation at that time. Because when you're faced with something or you're dealing with something, especially things you don't have control over, I just preoccupy myself with something else that brings me joy. Like, looking up, I like to research things. When I don't have answers to things, just looking at things, researching, reading something about history or something about somebody who's a writer, or watching something that I haven't seen before, or something different to take my mind off the current situation. Also, what I also try to do at first is to find solutions for the situation. And if I can't find the solution to it, then I just give it up to God. Like I talk about in prior videos about lifting those burdens to God, to give it to Him, because things will come up in our life that we have no control over, So, and I stay in prayer a lot, you know. Um, like I said, staying busy, doing things for you. Take that time out to regroup, you know, because sometimes I wish, like I've seen a movie where a person asked for a do over because their day was so bad and they went back and did a do over. Sometimes I wish we could really do that in real life because, and erase whatever happened. But of course, we can't do that. But I thought the movie was funny anyway to watch that. But just get through it. Get through the day. Do whatever is necessary. So that's how I get through it. It's so important not to allow yourself to stay in a place of depression. Because it could lead to deeper depression and having negative thoughts. And we don't want anyone in that energy, especially, because there's hope, especially today, there's hope. You don't have to give up. You don't have to feel hopeless. And if you're around other people who make you feel this way, then you have to do a pros and cons list and see what outweighs what. If the pros outweigh the cons and vice versa, and then you have to make some difficult decisions like I did. And I just talk from my own experiences, people, everything I've gone through. And I just keep moving. And the things I can't handle or deal with, I just transmute them to God. And things get better little by little, and I'm noticing that as I keep pushing forward. And the main key factor here is to keep your environment at peace and not in pieces. You know, just subtracting I get tongue tied, subtracting the toxicity from your life, and the more that you do that, the more at peace you become, and the more that you self-care on yourself, especially when you have gone through traumatic experiences and it's affected your physical and mental health. The more you self-care, the more you feel better, the more you're at peace. And the more you self care and do these things, the more you self love. And when you self love, you're going to want to do things like take care of your health. And as I've been on this journey to heal, I am in a space where I research things like things that I'm into a lot of herbal teas now and things like that. And it makes me feel better because I get up very early in the morning and I don't want to. And when that alarm go off, it's like, oh my God, it's already time to get up. One of the first things I do is make some tea, herbal tea. There's a immune system tea that they have, everyday immune system. They sell it at Walmart. It really helps because it helps me to get going, because I'm slow in the morning, don't want to get up. I put that on, drink that as I, you know, get up and do what I have to do. And it helps, And then not only that, people, I put on meditation music. I may open up and put on some meditation. It's just plain music, instrumental, and it really helps. And I stay in prayer. That's so important for me because the world we live in today, people are just spinning out of control on preconceived thoughts and how they look at people today. And, it's just, and when someone does something kind for somebody else, it's an automatic suspicion. What do you want? What are you up to? They try to almost make you feel like, do you know, a bad person for doing something good, whether it's just holding a door for a stranger or having a conversation with a stranger, to uplift somebody. And this is what we should be doing, people. This is what God wants us to do, to help one another, because we all can learn from each other. It doesn't matter what race you are, what age you are, what gender you are. We all can learn from one another. Somebody somewhere has something to share that we all can benefit from. Pay it forward. That's the key factor, too. And one of the things, too, you can help yourself with the mental and physical health situation due to trauma and anxiety, etc., is go to your favorite place and see if you can do some volunteer work. Like, for example, if you love animals and animals are your pets or your thing, perhaps at an animal shelter, maybe one day a week or so, just spend a few hours volunteering, paying it back that way, doing volunteer work there, things that are going to make you feel better, and no, something that's just going to help you. All those things help with healing, things like that. I used to volunteer at the soup kitchen for a while. And, I felt like I was giving back, and it helps you to love on yourself and to self care as well. All these things are helpful. So never stay, please, people, in a place of depression. And then when you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, do the research. Google is a resource, it's a tool of resources. Whatever state you live in, Google for a therapist, a grief therapist in your area. Connect with one. I do this every week. I still do it even 4 years later. In April will be the 4th year anniversary of my mother's passing. I still see the therapist, the grief therapist, because it's helping me, and it's helping me take that step forward to move forward. One day at a time, one step at a time. Nothing ventured is nothing gained. We have to keep moving. We can't give up on ourselves. We have to do what's okay. Never allow anyone to tell you that doing something to help yourself, that self care and healing. Never allow anyone to talk you out of doing that. Because, like I said, your physical and mental health is everything. And if you don't take care of that, you can't take care of anything else. And I will block out the noise. The toxicity I refer to is the noise around me. I tune it out and uproot it, to the best of my ability so that I can stay focused on this healing path. It's so important. Everybody heals differently, and everybody heal at different spaces and time of their life. There's no shame to this. We all are on this journey called life. And some of us has been, we play the cards we have been dealt, and it's best, and because, a lot of things that go on in this world, that takes a toll on us, we have to do things to help ourselves, take care of ourselves. And if you need time alone for a little bit, do that. But just don't stay in a space where it's going to be depression, grief, and anxiety. And also remember this, that your Passover loved ones never want you to stay in a place of grief and unhappiness because they're no longer here. Keep their memory alive through storytelling, and just keep going. That's what they want from you, to keep going, to embrace your life and to live it to the fullest. That's the message today. I'm also going to say this again, as I do on each video. I am not a certified social worker or therapist of any kind. I'm just someone who went through a lot of grief, and loss during a shutdown, and I talk about it. I keep my mother's memory alive. I talk about my dog and some of the other people that I lost. And I talk about ways that I have healed myself, by moving forward, because I know my mother would never want me to stay in a place of depression and pain and grief. And, there may be people out there who may want that for me, This is why another reason why I cut off, block, and delete, because that's a form of toxicity when someone doesn't want you to heal yourself from traumatic experiences in your life that have affected your physical and mental health. And if anyone doesn't want to see that for me, I have to cut them off because I have to stay on this journey and path to heal. Learning, and I have learned to turn that pain into power, power into purpose, purpose into paying it forward on this channel to help everyone else who are, people who are going through that. Because as I said in many videos prior to this one, that some people cannot talk about it. They don't want to communicate, or they have a difficult time communicating how they're feeling. But showing up on this channel and listening to these videos is a form of self-help too, because some of the information that I'm sharing here could probably be beneficial in your own life to help you to move forward. And it's always to uplift and encourage, never to bring anyone down. This is a no judgment zone, this channel here, you know. And like I said, I stay very close to God in prayer, and I just keep being busy, and make a goal list for yourself. Some of the things that you want to accomplish this year. Those things will keep you mentally, connected and to the things that you want, and it's something to look forward to as well. Well, thank you all again for being here today. Please um, subscribe to the channel so that you'll get a notification as to when I'm going to be here, because I never know. I can't give an exact time every day due to my busy schedule. And share the video, especially with those who are going through grief and they need to hear a message and be uplifted. Well, that's the video for today, guys. And I hope your day is going well, and I hope this message has uplifted you. This is Lisa, always sending love and light to you. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.